Homewood since the market shift. I think we all know that real estate sales got a little bit out of hand during the COVID years from 2020 to 2022. One of my favorite market analysts has referred to these years as the unicorn years. I think a lot of the data points that we were keeping track of got to the point of being almost comedic. But during the calendar year of 2022, rates doubled, and that has never happened before, ever. The market kind of paused for a month or a month and a half, and then began a trajectory towards what we're now in, a very balanced market. However, real estate is very local, and what happens on a nationwide average basis is not what happens in every single sub-market. Here in the general Birmingham metro, we have several sub-market areas that perform either above or below the national average, some of them exhibiting features both of a buyer's market, a balanced market, or a seller's market. For example, high days on market getting higher while sales to list price ratio remaining high, or days on market being higher while months of inventory remain extremely low. I wanted to lay out the story of what's happened in the Homewood market since the correction in 2022. 2023, we had 286 units sold. 24, 316 units sold. 25, 358 units sold. And in 2026, we're on a trend to hit 394 units sold. Average sales price in 2023 was $513,000, $543,000 in 2024, $591,000 in 2025, and so far in 2026, we're at $656,000 average sales price. Average days on market in 2023 ended up being 19. It went up to 26 average days on market in 2024, back down to 24 days on market in 2025, and so far this year in 2026, we have an average days on market of 18. In 2023, the average sales to list price ratio was 100.3%. 24, it dropped to 100.2%, and in 2025, it jumped up to 101.7%. Listings selling for that percentage above the list price. And then so far in 2026, we are sitting at 100.4% sale to list price ratio. So what do these numbers mean? I would like to point out 5 key insights. First, we are seeing consistent acceleration of price growth. Year over year, the appreciation in price looked like 5.9%, 8.9%, and 10.9%. That tells us that we have consistent price scarcity, not just pent-up buyer demand. Number 2, we did have a brief soft patch in 2024, but not an actual slowdown. Days on market jumped from 19 the year before to 2026 in 24, and the sales to list price ratio had its only decrease over this period. This is probably attributed to the higher interest rate environment at that time. Just a one-year blip. Point number 3, 2026 has the classic signature of a seller's market. We have the lowest days on market we've had since 2022 and the fastest price growth. Point number 4, volume is up 38% cumulatively, from 286 sales in 2023 to a projected 394 sales in 2026. That's a roughly 11% per year cumulative growth in number of sales. What that's showing us is an actual absorption capacity and a pool of willing sellers that is expanding right alongside demand. Point number 5, the affordability compression is definitely real. Average price is up 27.9% cumulatively since 2023, from $513,000 to $656,000. That is several multiples of wage growth or inflation over the same period of time. So what this means to potential buyers is the reality of the longer you wait, the more it's going to cost. On the homeowner side of things, time is absolutely in your favor, and your equity is growing faster than wages or inflation.